Hey guys, how you doing? Lauren here with Xgrid Campers. We're at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest, and we're going to show you a lot around the AOR Sierra ZR. This is actually the first ZR imported into the US, and we're excited to have it here today. So this is the AOR Sierra ZR. This is the smallest camper that AOR makes. They actually have a line of about 18 different models. These are the micro campers. We're going to show you the ZR and the Sierra. The ZR is a great setup for a rooftop tent. We have a large platform up top. We have this one running the CVT, but you can do two tents. You can do a large Bunda deck or a James Baru tent. It gives you a lot of options for different spaces up top. On the driver's side here, we have the kitchen, really configurable, lots of pantry storage, deep area in there, lots of place to put your pantry, your food, your gear, your pots and pans, and all your accessories. We have a slide out right here for the stove and the sink. Collapsible sink drops down. And then on this one, we have the option of the Camp Chef, which is a really nice high-powered 20,000 BTU burner. Gives you a lot more power than some of the standard RV stoves that are out there. Cutlery drawer is going to pull out. Lots of storage there for all your gear. On all the AOR units, we're running the RedArc Red Vision system. The control panel's right here. This is going to give you your 30 amp charging capabilities for your shore power, your DC to DC, as well as your solar. It's all app enabled, so it makes it real easy to control everything and check on your power consumption maybe while you're on the road. Also has access to control your lights on both sides and your water tank. We have 52 gallons of water in here, 2 tanks, so up to 52 gallons of water. Again, you're going to be able to manage that and control it there. On the front here, we have the fridge slide, pulls all the way out. And then we also have an optional prep tray area as well as a barbecue slide. This is really good for that small barbecue pit. You can use that here, slide it away if you don't need to. We're running the ARB stainless steel fridge. Makes it really accessible to get into it from the outside or from the side here. And it fits perfectly within this compartment. One thing people really love about the AOR units is all the storage. I'm going to start showing you that now. On the front, we have a large storage compartment on the tongue box. Really deep. You can get your chairs and outdoor gear, other equipment in there. We're running 2 11-pound propane tanks on the Sierra ZR, as well as the Cruisemaster DO35 articulating hitch. Really great off-road hitch. We have solar panel output right here, as well as solar panel input for the RedArc. You have your DC to DC set up with the Anderson, and you also have a 12-volt power supply output. On the passenger side, we have more storage right here. This is typically, people will use this area for your clothes storage. So if you do have a rooftop tent and you want it to open up over here, this would normally be an enclosed area right here. You have your annex room, and then you have access to your clothing storage. Whether you use bins or other gear, you can put that in here, and plenty of places to store everything. These units are 100% dust proof. They have a really tight seal, and these compression locks make them nice and secure. Here's the electronics as well as the water system. It's all tucked up inside right here. We're running 250 amp hour lithium batteries, so 300 amp hours of lithium's in here with the RedArc Red Vision and a 2000 watt inverter. Everything's easy to access. Go in, make any changes you need to, and then again, close all this up. This is another storage compartment. We're using this for our tool section. Again, if you want to put a nice another fridge in here, you can do that as well. This gives you a large area for tools, equipment, and extra gear. This is the rack I mentioned earlier. So this has a large crossbeam, 6 crossbeams, 5 crossbeams going across here. It gives you an option to put a large rooftop tent, or if you want to do 2 side-by-side tents, we've had customers look at that as well. 2 side-by-side tents, that way you have room for the kids in a separate tent. If you want one to fold out over here, you can do that. On the other side, we have a 180-degree awning, so you have options there, whether it's OVS or 23-0 or any other brands out there, we can mount those on. There's also a shower enclosure right here with your hot water access on the front. So we're running the SmartTech instant hot water system. Plugs in right there, and it routes back to the sink, so you have hot water at the sink. So AOR's been making campers for 20 years, like I said, and one thing they do is they have their own proprietary suspension. They have a trailing arm, dual shock trailing arm suspension. They use a high tensile super galvanized steel chassis, so it's galvanized from the inside out. It's a different process than what you see with the dip galvanization, but it's a really strong chassis, really good suspension. They've been doing it for a long time, and you can see how it's set up there. So on the rear here, we have additional storage, great access right here, almost all the way through. Really deep storage for large bins, containers, boxes, chairs. And then you have a secondary storage underneath here. It's locked up right now, but that opens up, and that's actually where your spare tire's held. So you have a full-size spare sitting underneath there. Like I said, 2 water tanks. They're protected with skid plates. And then you have a river access system too, so you can pump in from an external water source into your water tanks. We've got the AOR Sierra ZR in stock right now. We just brought a container in, and so they're available right now. You can go to xgridcampers.com and give us a call.